Yo guys, it's your boy Predictz and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be going over my Warzone settings. These are highly requested from all my friends that I play with and also people that watch my videos. They ask me what my settings are because I actually am on a laptop. So a lot of people wonder how I actually get good gameplays and all that recording stuff done on the laptop versus a desktop. Well, I'm going to show you guys personally my settings that have been working for me on a 1650 Ti laptop. So let's get into today's video. So for display, I run full screen borderless because I do stream and I always alt tab out to go to my Discord, go to my web browsers. Like I always alt tab out, and when I was playing on full screen, it was actually giving me game crashes, and honestly, I didn't like it. So for me, full screen borderless was the way to go. My monitor is going to be my external monitor that I actually have. It's a $100 Walmart one. It's not the best, but it's actually really good for the quality that it gives me. My display adapter, of course, is going to be my 1650 Ti graphics card that's in my laptop, that came with my laptop. Um, I would say render resolution, keep it to 1920, or your monitor's native resolution. Like if I was on my laptop, it will actually go down, like all the way down, and I really wouldn't want that upon nobody. So get an external monitor when you're playing on laptop. But also enable dynamic resolution. The reason I will say dynamic resolution should be enabled is because it actually caps your FPS frame target to 60. So when I am in games like tournaments and like going on Caldera and stuff like that, I actually enable this to get the best frames possible. And I also put my custom to 60. My menu is always 60 and 30 on my out of focus custom frame rate limit. So I mean, personally, it's really worth it to actually do it this way because it actually gives your PC a little bit of a break because you're always using your GPU and CPU on this game and it's high demanding. So I would recommend do that. My aspect ratio I keep to automatic. I mean, I used to do 16:9, but I see no difference with me it being automatic. So VSync always disable. My brightness, I keep it to 60 or 55, but right now because I'm trying to mess with my monitor settings, I'm gonna leave it at 60 because it looks a little bit better for me. My display gamma I always keeps it 2.2. So NVIDIA highlights you always disable because it always will record things in the background and take up GPU, and you don't need that when you're gaming. So me, when it comes to low latency, NVIDIA Reflex low latency, I would have it on when I stream, enabled plus boost, because it actually gives me a better frame rate and also helps me not lag as bad. So, I mean, you can test the wires with it being enabled plus boost or disabled. Most people would say disabled because, disabled is the way to go. But that's all for my display settings, my quality settings. This is the juicy part, guys. Please make sure to actually listen to why I think these are the best settings for a laptop user, because a lot of people don't make videos on laptop, and it actually very much irritates me because we don't actually have people that show laptop users the best quality settings for us. So my field of view I have to 103 because 103 is like a really good starting point to see where your FPS goes when you're like increasing it, and also when it goes back to 100. Me, I keep it at 103 because it's actually my sweet spot, and it gives me around 75 FPS when I'm not streaming and about 60 FPS when I'm streaming. So I mean, test the waters on your laptop, but my laptop, this is the settings that I would pick, and honestly, it's really an amazing way to find out which field of view you should have. But sometimes people just put it at 120 and they still don't lag. I mean, me, I just like it to 103 because it's like kind of like my sweet spot. My camera movement I leave alone. It stays at 50%. I think it comes at default 100%. Switches to 50%. On laptop, 50% is the way to go. So here goes my personal settings. My streaming quality goes too low. When I tried it on high and normal and stuff like that, it was basically maxing out my RAM and it was lagging really bad. So when I was testing the waters with this, like when I checked this, like I was testing the waters to see what's gonna affect my PC the most. I keep my streaming quality too low, texture resolution too low, because I'm on a laptop and I know it's not gonna push that many frames like a beefy desktop. So I keep mine to low. Texture filter and anastrophic I keep to low. My particle quality I keep to high. And I can tell you why, because I actually think there's no difference between it being on and low. So just keep it at high. Bullet, impact, and sprays. I would say disable this because it actually is trying to suck up more resources, trying to render bullets, and it's not worth it. In all reality, it's not worth it, especially on a laptop, because it's going to make you lag with all the different types of firing from different angles. It really affects your quality. Tessellation, I keep to all or disabled. Right now, I'm testing it with all right now, and I've had no problems out of it. And a lot of people will tell me to disable this, and it will actually make me lag a lot more for some reason. I don't know what the difference is, but I keep it to all personally. It's really good on my laptop, and it actually helps me get better frames. So I used to have this enabled. Dismemberment and gore effects. I used to have this enabled. I disabled it because I found out that it was sucking up resources trying to render in body parts. I didn't like it, and I wouldn't wish it upon nobody to actually try to have it enabled on a laptop, because it actually just drains your GPU. On-demand texture streaming, I disable this. Some people say just do standard quality. Some people say, oh, do this unlimited. I would not touch any of that, because you have to know everything that you're doing in this tab, or you will be lagging bad. Filmic strength, I will say keep to 1 or keep it 0. Me right now on a 1 is giving me 60 to 75 frames usually, with it being on and these settings all together being on together. I've had no lag issues. I've had no like dramatic performance issues. My GPU doesn't run to 89 degrees no more. Anti-aliasing I keep off. I've never had it on since I've had my laptop, because they said that it would drain the mess out of my laptop. I always kept it off, and when I turned it to Filmic SMAA2X, it made me lag bad. And I used to get game crashes bad. Depth of field disabled. World motion blur disabled. Weapon motion blur disabled. You do not ever want these on. Everybody knows this by now. Is season 2, and this is the best settings for laptops. Okay, so always keep these off, period, since season 1. Shadow map resolution I keep to low, because it takes up too much GPU when you're trying to have it on high, and it's trying to render all the shadows and look all good for your stream, but it's really gonna make you lag when you turn on your stream. Cache spot shadows I have sometimes disabled when I'm not streaming, and enabled when I'm streaming, because it actually helps me get as much FPS as I can on my laptop. Particle lighting I keep to normal. I can't use this DirectX ray tracing. I can't use that because I'm on a laptop, and it does not allow me to have that setting personally. My ambient occlusion I keep disabled, and my screen space reflection I keep disabled. Alright guys, this is the best settings for laptop users as of 2022. This is today's date is 2/21, and I've had no performance issues since the new update, since I have applied these settings. And I hope this video helps you guys, because I didn't have no one to help me when I was trying to figure out settings on a laptop, especially with it running 89 degrees to 90 degrees on Warzone, and now it's like running at a cool 85 degrees, and it's never moved from there. It goes down to 83 when I'm streaming now. And I hope you guys do enjoy the quality of this video, because I actually am trying out new settings on my OBS as well as my game. But See you guys in my next video, and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'm out.